Hey there friends, let's talk about PROG. Now obviously this has been quite the stock lately. A lot of people have been in and out of this talking about this. There's a lot of questions that people are wanting to know with this. Is this going to continue to go up? Is the hype real? Is the real with it? What is going on? Should I get in this or should I just leave this one alone? So let's talk about this. So personally, why I'm talking about this so late is that I was really wanting to wait and talk about this because I was wanting this to bake in the oven a little bit more with everything that's been going on with this one. So obviously this stock has had some great news come out lately which helped push it up right around October 1st. So the reason for these two big spike ups that we are seeing right now with this company is because we've had news kind of back to back. And not only that, I don't want to give that all of the credit here because a lot of what we're seeing here is this thing is being actively pushed up by the Reddit users, the StockTwits users. This is being pushed up by investors. We are doing the work right now and pushing this up. So you're seeing these small little squeezes take place here with just a little bit of investors that are in this right now. So obviously the question is this done? Is this going to keep going? Obviously, from what we are seeing, we are still having a lot of people trying to push this because Wall Street has bet far against this company right now. They've had a lot of issues. Just last year, they were in the headlines, and I even remember seeing this when they had their public offering on June 22nd, 2020, and they sold approximately 6.6 million shares for $15. And since then, the company has just taken a massive decline. So when I look at this, yes, the company is doing amazing things as the company itself. It's another revolutionary company that's doing great things. But the real question is, and I think what everybody's wondering, is this thing going to continue to go up? Should I watch it? Friends, we live in this time right now where investing has not really turned into investing for a lot of things. I think a lot of us, I can speak for a lot of us, saying we have stocks that we invest in for the long run, for growth stocks, for stocks that are safe. Pepsi, Tesla, Walmart, Microsoft, stocks that are never really going to go anywhere. They're always going to be safe bets and continue to make you money. But then we have situations where we're seeing these hype stocks, these Reddit users getting a hold of companies that are not doing well, that are projected to bring in terrible quarterlies. So personally, if you are somebody that likes the hype, likes the action, and is willing to take chances on situations, this is probably for you. And honestly, I want to go right into the volume with what we're seeing with this. So obviously, this week we had, once again, insane volume. So look at a little bit of this pattern we're seeing right here. Look at this. On the 30th, we start to have volume over 100 million. Then we go to almost 300 million, almost again, we'll say 250 million, obviously, but we're working our way up there. Then on the 5th, we had massive sell-off, 3 high days, 2 back-to-back. Then the 5th, like I said, going back to right around 100,000. Then the 5th, we're going right back to 100 million. Then the 6th, we fall all the way back down to the 50 million range, and we keep falling. Then start of this week, this is when we really broke into some big numbers here. We're starting back up because we're seeing the Reddit community, StockTwits, all that. Anywhere there's a chat room and people are talking, you're seeing this stock being talked about and people making moves together. And this is what we're seeing right here. Look at this right here on the 12th, almost 400 million volume in this stock. That is really nuts. And the hype for that day was $2.70, with the low being $1.94 and a close of $2.22. And since then, this thing has kept this $2 mark, ending today. Now today, once again, was not crazy volume. We're starting to see volume die down again. What I'm trying to say here is, going into next week, first of all, a lot of the stock market is split down the middle. We've seen a lot of things that are just kind of kicking the can down the road, and then we've seen some things that are doing really well. And there's a lot of things that are doing well that are kind of being hyped around like this, that are just kind of being not organically grown. They're just being pushed by investors, and there's nothing wrong with that because you make money in those situations, and this is one of those situations. So personally, next week we could definitely start off with low volume, low everything, and this could definitely drop back down to the high dollar range. But I personally, from what I'm seeing on Reddit, what I'm seeing on StockTwits, obviously people are going to talk and people are going to try to get things going again. But I would not be surprised to see this thing jump into, a $3 range. This is just what I'm thinking. Don't hold me to this. I'm watching this one. There's so many things like this that happen every week. But I think what you're going to see here, you're going to see a lot of roller coaster rides go on right here with a very up and down. So even if you're in this for the long run, you need to realize that the Reddit community has this in their palms right now, and it's just going to be tossed around. And if you're in it for the long run, what do you care? You're going to see highs and you're going to see lows. But if you're in this to catch the ride and make the money, you definitely need to look and watch what the Reddit community, these StockTwits, and personally, I tell people all the time, get on StockTwits, not just to see what the Reddit community is doing, but just, it helps when you are looking for information and due diligence on companies, what you're looking for. People share information. That's great. We as investors should be helping each other. So friends, I've had like 50 people ask me to talk about this situation. This is what I see with it. I think this is going to be kind of all over the board. If you like danger, you like fast moving pace stuff, this is definitely going to be for you. Like I said, this could be anywhere. We could be in the high dollar range, or we could be in the $3 range, or we could just be having a week of kind of just kicking the can down the road in this $2 mark. We don't really know at the moment. And the funny part about this is that when you look up information, when you're looking for articles and these top analysts that make their stake and whatever they want to say about the company, a lot of people are saying that this is kind of a 50-50 down the line. They like the company, what they're doing is very unique, but what we're seeing right now is not really telling us what's going to happen, because one thing we know is that the Reddit community can get bored of something and they can move on to something real fast, and when that happens, that's when people get stuck in situations, and that's where it turns into something bad. So obviously, once upon a time, this stock was a very high stock, but this is a very new company too. This stock has not been on the stock exchange for a very long time. I mean, this is really new. So there's not a lot to go by when we can look at even a past history to see how this stock rebound. But just because the stock is at $1 or $2 range right now, that doesn't mean that this stock can never hit a $5 to $10 mark again here in the future. We've seen plenty of stocks and companies do that in the past. So friends, I wish everyone the best of luck with this one. We're going to continue to talk about this one. I'm very interested in what's going on with this. I find it very, very appealing. But with all that said, listen, remember, be positive, be you, take time to invest in your future. It's so important. Friends, thank you for your time, and I wish you all the luck in this one. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.